Good evening and welcome to the Christmas special of Blue Suede News. We have again technical difficulties, hence why I have a green screen. Whereas either the green screen or I look like a badly dubbed Bruce Lee. So we've gone with the green screen. Anyway, this is the Christmas special. Let me bring the guests on. We have George Coppen. We have Al Grant. And we have Katie Brown.
Hi.
Hello.
Good evening, all of you.
Hello.
So,
Hi.
I should have said Widow Wanky rather than George Coppen. No, rather than Al Grant.
What? Rude.
Hang on.
What a
Let me
way.
take. These are very flash glasses, but
Yeah,
you
blame
can't
the
actually
flashes, you
read
wanker.
anything when you got them on.
What a
In
way
fact,
to
you
That
can't
is
see
a
find out.
lovely
anything when you
green
got 'em on.
tree you've got behind you, Roger.
Well, it's
A
all right.
very green tree
My
behind
hat's
you.
falling off. I better pull the reindeer's bum. Oh.
You be careful with that reindeer.
Anyway, let's our guests introduce themselves. Let's go to George Coppen first.
Hi, I'm apparently Widow Wanky. That's new.
Oh, no,
Yes.
you're not.
Oh, yes, I am. I
no,
don't
you're
even know
not.
at this point. Who am I? What is this? There you go. Good night. I'm out of here. I did not know I'd have a midlife crisis on this show. Jesus.
I think Roger already has.
I definitely had one. So I better have a drink. Anyway, let's introduce Katie Brown.
Hello, I am Katie. And yeah, I'm just back again. It's nearly Christmas. And that's all I've got to say on that. Just yay.
So I'm going to keep pulling this hat on. And let's go to our very special guest, our pantomime dame, Widow Wanky.
Hello, everybody. I'm Widow Wanky. I've just been going to my laundrette in the centre of London. Hope it doesn't become tier 3. Otherwise, who's going to do all the laundry? Me. That's who has to do that. Thank you, Roger, for inviting me. Start speaking.
That's fine. Are you all ready for our first round?
Yes,
Bring
please.
it.
Yes.
What's the story?
Ooh, I'm
Morning
unmuted.
glory.
Well, what story should we have on our Christmas special? I thought.
Easter Bunny.
Not Brexit, not COVID, not the vaccination. So,
What's left?
well, I actually thought. I mean, it is partially COVID related because you can't get away from COVID, can you? Should Santa be allowed to deliver presents on Christmas Eve?
Only mine.
Well, let's go to George first, seeing he started.
Well, Santa should only be able to deliver mine because I've lost work this winter, so I need all the presents to cheer me up.
Fair enough. Let's ask Widow Wanky.
Well, I hope you've asked for some COVID, because I'm imagining I'll have it lovely and wrapped up for you. Nice big packet of COVID-19. Yes, so last year it sounds, but no, it's this one. So, shut up, George, shut up. I mean, should Santa go and deliver some presents to all the little boys and girls? Maybe, perhaps they'd like a lovely block of coal, or even some detergent. Yes, they could have some detergent. It would be ever so not delicious, but it'd smell lovely. That's what we want. Lovely smelling detergent for all the boys and girls.
Sounds wonderful. And Katie, do you believe Santa should be allowed to go to more than 3 households on Christmas Eve?
I'm pretty sure he delivered during the plagues, didn't he?
Yes.
And he survived. So
And the war.
and yeah, so I think let him crack on. If
But
we're
how
all
many
allowed,
of those people are still alive?
well, that is
All
a
of
very
them.
good point. But if we're all allowed to meet up on Christmas Day, then I think he's fine. I think he's good to go. If we have to endure in-laws that we thought we wouldn't have to endure, then Santa can take his chances and deliver me some booze.
He has to suffer as well.
Yeah,
Are
absolutely.
any of you worried about the lack of chimneys in modern houses?
No, it's magic, isn't it?
I thought Santa just primes it.
He makes a chimney. I've seen
Big
it
one.
on one of those very well-known documentaries that they have over Christmas. And he goes to the top of it might have been the Santa Claus, that very well-known documentary where he just stands on the roof and it turns into a fireplace.
All right. Very
Yes,
interesting.
with dramatisation with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's the one.
Just
yeah.
like Crime Watch. Crime Watch is true as well.
With Tim Allen.
So what you
With
say
Tim
is,
Allen, yes.
no matter what tier Santa lives in, he can travel to more than 3 houses on Christmas Eve.
It's because he's Dominic Cummings.
Yeah, he's got to check his eyesight.
What, Dominic Cummings is Santa? Is that why Dominic Cummings has been given a £40,000 pay rise?
Probably. Makes sense. And that's why Dominic Cummings had to leave now in order to get ready. Makes sense.
What got me with that story was, I mean, I should have had this later in the show, but what got me with that story when I found out Dominic's had got a £40,000 pay rise, and he left his job.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was just about to ask that very same question. I'm not really up with politics, but I'm pretty sure the last time I was here, we were discussing that.
Yeah, is that his redundancy fee?
Apparently, he's still employed and has received a £40,000 pay rise from the government.
If anyone
Twat.
from my work is watching, I will accept that package.
Where did you get sacked from?
Yeah. So most people would just accept the pay rise.
Yeah.
Katie, I think there's a story there. What did you get sacked for?
Me, I've never been sacked.
Lion.
Not recently.
So, are you ready for our next round?
Already?
A slight change to our normal round.
Ooh.
Our normal round at this point would be faking it. Actually, normally we'd go to comments, wouldn't we? Go to viewers' comments. And unfortunately, due to circumstances, we're having to pre-record this show because we are not able to record it on Friday night, which is my
So how many of you idiots have already commented?
Friday afternoon, isn't it?
But by all means, say hi, because hopefully
Hello.
Widow
Hi.
Wendy may be on YouTube on Friday night and will happily converse with you on YouTube, I hope. So, but I'm sure other people will be on there, such as Al Grant, or Alex
We're
Lee.
probably going to
Whoever
make
that
an
mysterious
appearance.
person is.
Yeah, you might even get Cocaine the Clown, or
Yeah.
Sparkles. So, you won't believe how many people we have on our YouTube channel. So, and if George and Katie are around on Friday night, you're welcome to drop onto the Facebook comments if you want and
I'm
respond to
future
them.
me.
So hopefully there'll be someone there commenting, and I'll dip in and out. I'll be able to dip in and out of the comments. So please, if you're watching this on Friday night, please comment, please say hello, and tell us
Hello.
if you're enjoying the show, and join in.
Yeah,
Like
we'll
you
have a
would
good old
normally.
chat.
But don't join in this one because we can't see the future.
So yeah, don't use the phone lines because
I will just warn you though. On Friday we are doing an at-home school disco for our children. So I will respond to any comments that I see, but they will be in the form of a very, very harassed stepmother.
So just your normal answering tone then.
Yeah. What?
How dare you!
Oh, yeah. I'm having a shit.
the reindeer's upset.
It's
Oh,
hanging
okay.
its head in shame.
Definitely, I think he's a bit pissed.
He's
Oh,
so
well,
Well,
straight
to be
with his shit
fair,
on Roger's
he's got a
head.
Roger on his ass. He doesn't look very happy about your head entering him.
None of us would
no,
be.
It's, I don't think any reindeer would be happy if my head entered them.
I think that
So,
reindeer needs
I
therapy.
don't know about that. I mean, Rudolph, I think, is up for it.
Anyway, here's a change to our normal rounds. This would normally be the faking it round, but now it's.
Oh no, it isn't. That got
I've got a
worse
bunch
the
of-
second time we heard it.
A bunch of comedians to help me on Monday night to record that voiceover for this round.
Oh no, you didn't.
On
I mean,
Zoom.
one of them sounded absolutely amazing, I have to say. There's one voice that stood out among all of them, and I think it was spectacular.
Are you
Did you hear
talking
the same
about
thing we heard?
George?
Took
George wasn't there.
No, it was George's birthday on Monday.
George
Oh,
was
yes.
Yeah.
So
Was
Was
Yeah,
it
very
you,
good.
Katie?
It was me. I was there. It was me.
I didn't hear you.
Did you not hear me? Oh.
No.
Play it again, Roger.
Oh no, it isn't.
Oh, you're the really out tune one. Yeah, now I heard you.
it took us 7 attempts to get that pile of shit.
That's very good. Usually it
I-
takes 52.
I need to hear the
One
other
for
6
every
attempts.
week of the year.
You don't. It was
Anyway.
just everybody speaking in sequence. There was no unison at all. Everybody had their own solo.
The problem is, it's like a chain. I started it off with "Oh yes, it is," so they could go "Oh no, it isn't."
To be
And I
fair,
said,
you did
"Oh, yes, it
mislead us.
is." And then
No, no, it
by the time
isn't.
it reached the first person, they said, "Oh no, it isn't," and the next person realised they were meant to be starting, so they tried to start at the same time. But then there was another 2-second delay,
Oh, I need to hear
etc.,
them.
etc., like a big ripple effect.
It was good. It was very well done.
A Mexican wave type thing.
A Mexican
Yeah.
wave of "Oh no, it isn't."
A Mexican
Oh, yes, it
wave
is.
if both of your arms have been amputated. So you just like that.
Oh,
Anyway, in this round, I'm going to present each of you with a story. And the stories will either be, like the normal programme, fake news or real news. But seeing
Oh
this
no,
is-
it isn't.
Oh,
seeing
yes, it
this
is.
the Christmas edition.
Maybe.
You're right. You have to say whether... You have to say, "Oh no, it isn't," or "Oh yes, it is." And the answer is it a real story? So it's "Oh no, it isn't" if you think it's a fake story. "Oh yes, it is" if you think it's a real story.
Very complicated.
Okay?
True or
So-
false, George?
Oh,
So we'll
thank
come
you.
to George first. And I thought I'd deliberately try and make them all pantomime related just for George.
For God's sake, Roger, come on! Pouring
Yeah,
salt
no,
into my wound.
You went
Why are you
Irish
being
then?
good at me?
Oh, okay.
I know how George likes to be reminded of the pantomime season. So,
Oh, it's me.
it's Captain Jack.
So, George, this story
Roger.
is about a theatre being in trouble for encouraging children to shout out, "Alice loves Dick."
What, this year or?
No, it actually happened in 2017.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true. I think I'm pretty sure I remember hearing about that.
At
Yeah,
the
they
Manchester
did
Opera
anything in
House,
2017.
The pantomime was Dick
It was a different
Whittington
time.
starring John Barrowman, during which audience members, including children, were encouraged to chant "Alice loves Dick." Alice was the female in the pantomime.
Thank God for that. I thought it was like one of the mums who got out of the audience.
So what are you saying, George?
I'm 100% positive.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yes,
it
it is.
Oh, yes, it is. It's Barrowman, innit? Anything goes with Barrowman.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe it or not, the "Oh yes it is" only took one take because I was that pissed off after 7 takes for "Oh no it isn't" that I just took the first take for "Oh yes it is."
And it was really good, actually, that one. It was very
Yeah,
good.
that one actually worked. I think
I
the
would
one
like
actually
that
had the
for my
idea.
show reel, for my voiceover work.
I mean, how bad's the other stuff?
Oh.
Okay. So who shall we go to next? I think we'll go to Katie next.
Oh, yay. Oh,
Right. This is a disgruntled theatre artistic director.
You can
saying
see
has
it.
been it has been impossible to put the pantomime on this year due to social distancing rules. I'll
True.
tell you a bit more if you want. This is
Yeah,
the
'cause-
artistic director of the Mayflower Theatre in Southampton, Craig Barber, where they were meant to be having a production of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, who says they were not able to put on the production due to the rule of 6, meaning they would have had to have the dwarfs rehearsing in 2 separate groups, which would have been impractical.
I mean, George, how much do you actually have to put into it?
Well, by the sound of it, one group would have to do the highs, one group would have to do the hoes.
Is that drug dealers and prostitutes, or highs and hoes?
Sorry, next question.
Are you just asking Judge personally there, or is
I was asking for some.
You do realise we're recording this.
Input. Oh, sorry. You can tell me later, George.
Yeah.
Anyway, getting back to this, what do you think?
I do remember reading something about a place that have gone ahead and put on their pantomime, but they've screened everyone off. And I don't know if it was there, because obviously there's about 1 million pantomimes every year up and down the country. It does sound, I mean, he does look really pissed off, doesn't he?
Yeah, he definitely
that
looks really
that
pissed
is
off.
like a death
Wait, that
stare.
the actual guy? I thought that was like a stock photo. Just a grumpy guy.
It's like the picture from the paper.
Yeah.
You know, when the cameraman says, "You right, look really, really, really angry."
If it is the photo from the paper, how tall is that guy?
Yeah, he's grumpy.
George, everyone's tall compared to you.
Right, widow wanky.
I'm
He's
gonna
grumpy.
Hey.
I'm gonna say, oh yes, it is.
You're going to say, "Oh yes, it is."
Oh no, it isn't. Bollocks.
No, complete and utter fabrication. And George was spot on that. It's one of my many, made up photos. I took a photo of the theatre and a photo of a grumpy man. He could be.
Do I get a bonus
anybody.
point?
Oddly enough, the name Craig Barber, I googled who the manager of Southampton Ports was and used his name.
No, because you said the name, that's what made me think it was true. Because last time when you said a name that you couldn't pronounce, that was what gave you away.
I know, I remember. And I've adjusted my tactics. Okay, so the final one, of course, is for Widow Wanky.
Widow Wanky.
Are you ready, Widow Wanky?
With the hanky.
Lovely.
So, hang on, I need to... There we go.
It's Al Grant.
That's Gok, isn't it? Is that Gok?
No, that's
Yeah.
Al Grant. You can clearly
This
tell.
is the fairy Gok mother. During a production of Cinderella in Plymouth, where the fairy Gok mother was played by the one and only Gok Wan, a pregnant lady was laughing so much she started getting contractions and had to be rushed to hospital where she gave birth. And she blamed laughing too much on the contractions starting.
Please tell me they named a baby after someone in the show.
Gok.
The character.
Little baby Gok. Oh,
Or little baby Cinderella.
Baby Gok.
Little Cinders.
Little baby Bashful.
Wrong panto.
Buttons. Baby Buttons.
Bashful was what her husband was doing 9 months beforehand.
So, Widow
Well,
Wanky.
Well, from the evidence you've given, I testify against better judgment to say yes. That young girl did give birth. So I'm going to say, oh, yes, it is.
Shall we see whether you're correct or not?
Oh, yes, it is.
Thank you, Katie. I'm glad you agreed.
See, I also don't think Roger's the type to make up a story that involves contractions
And got one.
and got one.
You have to worry about. He doesn't bother with contractions, more like contract hits.
What, so he
Just
shot
saying.
the baby?
It certainly would, like a cannonball.
That's what he did to that reindeer, isn't it? That's why he's wearing its pelt.
That's his little trophy.
Yeah.
Ah!
Right. Are you
Move
all
your head
From the
again.
baby.
Are you all ready for another round?
Yes, please.
Prat of the week.
Alex lean back again.
I forgot about this
but
one.
I did replace the traffic cone with a Christmas hat on that one.
We noticed.
Oh.
So let's in Prat of the Week, each person have notified to me a nomination for Prat of the Week, and I've verified those nominations, and they are going to be given 45 seconds each to justify their Prat of the Week.
Is it too late to change it to your green screen?
Charming. Okay, so let's reveal the first Prat of the Week, and then I'll tell you who, in case they don't recognise it, Prat of the Week it is. Right? So this is the NHS Charities Christmas advert, as nominated by George. Your 45 seconds starts now.
Right, so that is Santa, and this advert is about Santa getting COVID. Like, Jesus Christ, that is terrifying. So my Prat of the Week isn't the NHS, obviously, because they do amazing work that we're very thankful for. It's whoever commissioned this advert and thought it would be a great idea to scare the living shit out of kids at Christmas. I mean, I bet parents will love it because they're thinking, good, Santa's dead, we don't have to spend a load of money on these little shits. But, like, even me at 24, I'm terrified, thinking, oh shit, Santa's dead. Like, no one wants to see that at Christmas. Santa's got COVID. How long left?
A super spreader.
Yeah. Excuse me.
So, I mean, this is what will happen to Santa if he's allowed to deliver presents to more than 3 houses.
Well, presumably he's got multiple face masks. He could just switch them.
No, because he eats at every house, and everybody knows you don't catch COVID if you've got food.
Yeah,
Substantial.
substantial meal.
That's true, yes.
But
Scotch
I
egg
think,
instead of mince pie.
I think another mistake they made was they basically showed you Santa being treated by the NHS. Surely he'd be treated by the local
By
elf
reindeer.
service in the North Pole.
Ah.
Hey. Hang on a minute. How come I never got one of them for the hi-ho joke?
Because I forgot I had it.
Ah.
Shall I give you a retrospective one, George?
Please. Thank you.
So, anyway, let's move on to the second Prat of the Week.
Jiminy Cricket! That's that Irishman, Sadiq Khan!
Sadiq Khan. And Widow Wanky, your 45 seconds starts now.
Well, this Irish individual has gone all wrong. Let's get rid of that hat if we can, because he doesn't look quite right with it. He is trying to tell the whole world that London shouldn't be in Tier 3, because otherwise the economy will tank, unlike the rest of the country. He is very London-centric. He wants to stop kids going to school, despite everybody going to school. Make London like the rest of the country again. London isn't special. Yes, it's got history, but it's not special, Mr. Khan. Khan! Khan! That's my Star Trek impression. Khan! I'll get you, Khan! Don't kill Benedict Cumberbatch, because he also plays him. That's a spoiler, but then again, J.J. Abrams did spoil that film. Ah!
Yeah, he's of course not the first mayor of London who was a prat. And if you believe fairy tales, some of them are dicks.
Ah!
We don't believe fairy tales, though. Fairy tales are bullshit.
Apart from Snow White, I can't read that one.
Okay.
Sleeping Beauty. Who has ever woken up from a nap happy to see the person that woke him up?
But also, the problem is with Sleeping Beauty nowadays, she was kissed while she was asleep. Surely that's sexual assault.
Absolutely.
Like the guy didn't even bring her a bacon sandwich.
You've got to have thoughts about the person who can have any woman in the country and chooses the one in a coma.
Yeah.
I do
Morrissey.
worry about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, a lady living with 7 short men. I mean, you can tell she's got a fetish.
Don't knock it till you try it.
Is that an invitation, George?
No, my party. Fuck off.
Okay.
Anyway, she's locked and gagged.
Let's move on to our third nomination of Prat of the Week. This is Ray Liddell, is the gentleman's name, and has been nominated by Katie Brown. Your 45 seconds starts now.
Yeah, so this is a guy who saw an advert for an inflatable Grinch, thought 3.5 feet, that's all right, I'll buy that. And it turned up and he's there pumping away and it's still growing and it's still growing and it's still growing and it's 35 feet, 35 foot tall Grinch outside his house. But he's left it there. He's not sent it back. He's fucking left it there. So all his neighbours now have got to look out the window and see what an absolute penis he is. Can't read that there's no decimal point. Can't afford a computer. He's reading an actual newspaper to see 3.5 feet. Yes, absolute dick. And it's a Grinch. And there's no other decorations outside his house. Just that. just a Grinch.
I love it. I think it's brilliant. I love that.
I have to say, George, I really like it as well. But that's the only festive piece of news I've heard this week, and I was lazy.
Yeah, but I love it. I like if he fell forward, he'd be like impaled with a falcon. Yeah.
The thing is, I don't think he's the only person to make this mistake. I was coming home from work a couple of years ago, and I drove round the corner of my estate and was greeted with this.
Is he on the car?
No, he's just beside the car, but he's about.
They're not roller skates.
Now I've got to say, I mean, it was quite early. Not everyone had put their Christmas decorations up. I drove around the corner. I thought, oh, for fuck's sake!
Do we know what they say? He sees you when you're sleeping. He really does.
What kind of chimney does that have to be?
What would make that better is if he's got laser eyes, like just red eyes. So when the kids are all coming down the street, they're like, "No, Santa, no!"
Yeah, I mean, if it moves, you fucking shit yourself.
Like flaming up.
Yeah,
But
you'd have to have a lot of mince pies to fill him up, and it'd be a substantial meal.
I tell you what, the way I've been
after-
going, I reckon I'm going to best him at mince pies.
The week after this was put up, we had one of those winter storms, and we never saw him again.
Wait, the Santa or the neighbour?
He went back to the North Pole.
So, anyway, so 3 very good nominations for Prat of the Week there. Which one shall I choose as the Blue Suede News first Christmas shows Christmas Prat of the Week? So the NHS charities for their Santa in a coma advert. We've got Sadiq Khan thinking everywhere should be left open in London even though they've got a massive spike in cases. And Ray Liddell for not being able to get his decimal points in the right place. I'm actually going to I'm going to say I'm not going to choose Sadiq Khan because he's a very good nomination, and on a normal Blue Suede News show, Sadiq Khan would have probably won this because his comments were being a prat. I mean, how long has Manchester and other northern cities been in lockdown? And he's now whinging about London being in lockdown when their rates are going higher than what they are in the northern cities. It'd be a crime to leave London open and leave the northern cities closed. So I'm not going to choose Sadiq Khan. Sorry, Widow Wanky.
That's quite all right.
It comes down to Santa in a coma or the Grinch.
Santa in a coma, and you know it's bad.
When Santa got stuck in a coma,
He died.
he couldn't shout.
Merry Christmas, kids.
Because the story of the Grinch, I saw something similar a couple of years before, and I'm sure whoever put that Santa up didn't think it was that big when they bought it. Right?
I've had boyfriends like that.
Yeah,
Was one of them
The
Santa?
house, are they, Katie?
No.
So I'm actually going to go for the NHS, charities Christmas ad. What an insensitive ad to play, to show to children that if they're not careful, they could put Santa in a coma and they won't get any Christmas presents on Christmas Eve.
How damaging when they grow up thinking that they killed Santa. It's bad enough kids thinking that they're the reason their parents divorced, but you grow up thinking that you're the reason that Santa's dead.
Especially if you go to a shopping hall and there's one there, you're thinking, fucking hell, it's a zombie.
Zombie Santa.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
It's the magic of Christmas.
Come sit on my lap.
That's like a Jimmy
you
Savile
been a good
Santa.
boy.
Anyway,
Aw.
congratulations, George.
Thank you.
Well done, George.
Thank you.
I'm not going to
Thank
award
you.
you any points because points on this show mean
Fuck off.
Oh,
well done.
God, that was insane.
Anyway, I think it's that time of the show before I do the next round. If you brought something soft and cuddly, you can squeeze it.
Is my penis
I'm
count?
soft and cuddly. I can squeeze myself, but that would be inappropriate.
Hang on,
So-
I've got a Mickey Mouse, but it's way over there. Hang on. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, fuck.
Here we go. It's difficult to do this when you're looking at yourself on the screen. There, I'm squeezing me reindeer.
What have you got, Widow Wanky?
It's a ghost off Pac-Man. Very good.
it's my little blue pill.
I wouldn't say it's soft and cuddly though.
But you saw me take it out of this lovely little kangaroo.
Oh,
It gave
I'm not going to
birth.
ask.
Gwan got it excited and it gave birth.
That's right. I'm going to put a voice on to make it look like a ventriloquist.
Right.
What are you eating, little boy? What are you eating, little boy? Get it out your mouth! You can't eat that! That's detergent! There we go.
George, is that Mickey Mouse bigger than you?
It's like the Grinch again.
Don't worry, what I make up inside,
Make up for in size.
yeah. What I like in size, I make in size.
All right, we'll move on to the next round. By this point, I didn't have time to adjust these for the Christmas show, so these are just the
How dare
normal
you.
round intros.
Shocking.
So here's the next round.
There's the Emmy gone.
The good, the bad, and the utterly stupid.
Now,
I
this is
like
a
the way you've
round-
made that very Christmassy.
Yeah, great. Most Christmassy thing of this episode.
This is a round where we normally invite our viewers to suggest stories for us to discuss. But as you know, this is a pre-recorded show, so we can't ask our viewers for stories.
Unless
So
they've just tuned in now.
Have you checked, Roger?
I've checked. We've got no comments.
bastard. Do you not love us?
So what I've done, I've picked 3 stories myself, and if anyone else has got any stories they want to discuss, we can do it in this section. So let's get on with the first story I've selected. And Heritage
Ooh.
Railway has decked out one of its trains with 13,000 Christmas lights. It had been unable to run services for months and has had a spectacular Christmas makeover. The freight locomotive is one of 2 steam trains on the Mid-Hants Railway's Watercress line in New Aresford to be fitted with 13,000 lights. The charity has lost about 1 million in revenue this year, but the government grants and support from the Heritage Lottery Fund has paid for the festive service.
I love that.
I like it.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It looks very 80s as opposed to Christmassy.
It does.
I mean, it's going to give you a
Honestly.
headache,
Yeah.
but it'll be worth it.
It's
Slow.
it's the Neon Express.
It looks
Or is
like
it an
something
advert?
out of- It looks like
Is that
something
an
out of
advert
Tron.
for Cyberpunk 2077
Yeah. That's what
with
it's getting delivered
Keanu
on.
Reeves?
That's what
I
it's getting
like it,
delivered on. That's why it's taken so long.
So, do we think this is a good use of lottery money?
Yeah.
Yeah. Better than giving it to Parliament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's for. That's what the lottery
Yeah.
money's for. It's not.
Cheering
It's
people up.
not. Yeah. It's not for. If they were going to give it to somebody to do something useful with, then they would do. That money was given to them to basically do whatever they wanted with it,
Yeah.
within reason. And I don't see that is a bad thing to do.
No,
Because
absolutely.
look at that, like George says, look at the joy that's going to bring,
Yeah.
and the epileptic seizures it's going to as they go past fences, and it's just like a strobe, and there's a farmer in a field like that.
And all the sheep are dead.
But
I
other
mean,
than that,
On
Can you just
HS2.
imagine how many moths that's going to kill on the railway line? So, Widow Wanky, do you have any views?
Yes, this will only bring so much joy, and I'm very disappointed with the George Coppins response. It would be much better for them to have each of the train carriages having each of the 7 dwarfs on them.
God damn it, Widow Wanky, stop rubbing it in.
It's an ointment, and it makes me feel better.
It doesn't make me feel better. I will hit your head.
Ow! 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 Stop it!
If I tell you
So,
something, you can only do that at night. It would look shit in the day.
I thought I put the banner on the bottom of the screen, saying
how much are we up to now, Roger?
we are up to the grand total of 0.
Oh,
Would
that's
this
gone
be-
up from the square root of bugger all.
Yeah. So it's
If you give us some money, Roger can buy equipment that actually works, so that it can be good.
And I can actually
what
have
gets
a
me,
job.
it's a different problem each week.
Next week it'll be the panelist.
I've sorted the sound problems out.
Ah,
This week it was me
Synchronization.
Synchronization. It was a synchronization problem. So life is interesting when you try to do stream shows. So if you enjoyed the show, we do have a paypal.me account, which I'm scrolling along the bottom of the screen. Any tips are welcome, and if we receive any tips, I won't just hold them all to myself. I will distribute them amongst our comedians.
What's that say? PayPal.me/Roger Poulter.
Yes.
PayPal.you.
No,
PayPal.me.
PayPal.
I'm making sure.
.me or .you.
Yeah, it is. With it being my show, that's why it's that PayPal account, but it would be distributed. So, unfortunately, we haven't had
Evenly?
any tips whatsoever.
It looks like in the picture.
Keep my share.
If you look in the
Unless
picture, it
it
looks like
suddenly becomes huge. In which
Then I
case, I
can
would
keep
like
yours.
some of it. but if it's just pence, you can have it as a donation towards your equipment.
He needs it.
I need it. So
It looks like the little boy on the side is spray painting the train.
I was
I
thinking
thought it looked like he was pissing on it from here.
I was thinking
What,
more
with
for
his hands?
George in that with the PayPal on me thing. I was thinking more for George, seeing he's out of work this Christmas when he's normally guaranteed work in December and January.
It's his only income.
And to be fair,
It's the
I'm
green
shocked.
screen. I'm actually on the street.
Yeah, it's
You've
left in
done
shorts.
other work. We've seen you do other work, George.
Oh, I
We
think
saw
I know
you
where
on
you're
this
going.
morning.
Oh, okay. That's not where I thought I was going. Yeah. That's not where
I saw him
it.
this morning as well.
on
something
strange
different.
men's dance videos.
Yeah. I do it for money.
Okay, so what we're saying then is that the lit up train is a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Okay,
And
Let's
it's all right,
move-
George, because if there was a market for a wobbly ginger to go around bagging things, I'd take that up as well. Just
I
if
would-
anybody's
yeah.
watching.
I'm about to say
there's
I would
nothing I
back
won't
one now,
do.
but that sounds wrong.
So the next of the three stories I'm going to feature
Oh, sorry, we're
is-
still doing
is
this.
either going to be a bad story or an utterly stupid story. So let's get the picture on the screen. This is
Only Fox
Nottingham's
Norses.
Christmas market.
Which one? Which city?
Nottingham.
It's open for one day and then closed. Would you like to hear a statement from the organisers?
Oh
I
yes,
would
please.
love to.
A wide range of measures had been put in place to ensure the market followed the Tier 3 guidance in relation to outdoor markets and fairgrounds. Plans were in place to control access to help manage the number of people entering the site at any one time and to continually monitor this throughout Saturday. However, numbers were too large to implement these effectively.
Stupid.
In other words, it got overrun.
Yeah. I don't even know why that many people were flocking to go to Nottingham.
I think it's just something to do. They wanted something to do. Like, oh my god, I know it's Nottingham, but oh my god, people.
Apparently, people were queuing for like the whole day just to get
Yeah.
into the city.
And one of the big problems was that because all the pubs are closed, because it's a Tier 3 area, there's nowhere to go for the toilet.
What, are they peeing on each other?
They're peeing in doorways, they're defecating
Oh.
in the entrances to
Defecate.
shops. Which
Defecate.
are closed.
Oh my god. I mean,
That's
you've got to
disgusting.
look at your life and wonder what decisions you've made that have led to you shitting in a doorway in the middle of the day surrounded by thousands of people.
On the upside, it's
It's a
good to see Grandma.
It's a bit like last week's shagging on the pavement.
I know other places like Lincoln and Birmingham cancelled their Christmas markets,
Wise.
Yeah.
right? So I actually think this is an utterly stupid
Oh,
story
God, yeah.
because the council and the organisers failed to consider that if they open one of the only things that is open tourist attraction wise,
In the Midlands.
people are going to flock to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, we weren't expecting that many people.
I just really feel sorry
Yeah,
for
that's-
the cleanup people after thinking, oh, I'm going to clean up literal shit.
It probably rained afterwards, so it'd be fine.
Oh.
You
To
know,
be fair,
it's
Nottingham
like
never
a
smelled so
reindeer at
good.
this time of year.
The streets are now a nice shade of brown.
Nottingham's never looked so good.
Yeah.
Smells
say,
better
but-
as well.
Yeah.
But also the streets may be a nice shade of gold.
Yes.
You know, from
Just
the,
like
uh,
San
your shit.
Francisco.
Well,
Oh, Dick
it's-
Whittington, yeah.
No, but what they should have done was put it in the Nottingham Forest Football Club. Then literally no one from Derby would have gone. That would have stopped. Gonna go banging. Oh, it's where Forest play. Fuck that, I'm not going. That's how you stop one city from coming. Yeah.
Shall we look at what I'm going to make my third story?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. This is the season of goodwill. Right. So why on earth on Facebook do we constantly get bombarded with do-gooders and keyboard warriors? And because of this, I've actually created this picture. And it's my intention going forward that if ever I see any keyboard warriors on Facebook, I'm going to drop this image on them, which will hopefully clean up the situation. So,
I think you need to not take the shit on Facebook quite so much to heart, Roger. Just that's what the block button's for.
The thing that's really annoyed me about some of the shit I've seen on Facebook lately is that it's upset me, and that's annoyed me. Not the shit that I'm annoyed about.
What, has it been about you then?
No, just generally. I mean, it's a bit like someone posts about the vaccine, they get jumped on. Right?
Yeah.
And if they're not posting fake news, if they're just saying, oh, I don't like the idea of the vaccine, it feels a bit rushed to me, that's an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people should be allowed to have opinions. We're in a free country.
It's like I remember Lad Bible, the Facebook page, put something about Joe Biden, and I read the comments. Everyone was so angry. I don't know why. It's like fucking hell. And then somebody put comments supporting Joe Biden, and they all attacked him. Like fucking hell, leave the person alone.
I think the thing is, when there's like a 50-50 split, like there seems to be with everything at the minute, you've got Brexit was basically 50-50. The anti-vaxxers and vaxxers have seemed to be 50-50 down the middle. Trump and Biden, well, I mean, depends who you listen to, but it was pretty much 50-50. But when you get that kind of divide, everybody's got strength in numbers. So normally, if it's like a 70-30 or an 80-20 kind of opinion split, the minority, will generally just shut the fuck up. But now, because everybody feels like they're backed by everybody else, they suddenly got bollocks, haven't they?
Yeah.
And I think the kindness of opinion sharing and the respect for other grown-ups having an educated opinion, whether it's a different education or a different opinion to your own, is just gone. Thanks, Widow Wanky.
Am I correct? I was enjoying your maths.
I read that as 2 floor equals 4 for some reason. I don't know why. But no, you're wrong, it's 5.
It actually depends what base you're using. If you're using base 3, it's not 4.
Yeah,
it's 10.
No, it's 1. No, it's 2.
Who's that laughing in the background?
10.
Don't know.
It's the audience.
Yeah, we have got somebody. We've got a time traveller.
Just got a woman giggling in my ear.
It's probably Widow Wanky.
The Phantom Giggler.
So we haven't got an audience on here, and definitely, it might have been you, Katie.
No, I know my own giggle. I'm worried now that there's a ghost in here that's giving me feedback.
So, anyway,
you have to mute it.
Is there anything anyone else? Well, I failed to get rid of that. That's the trouble with vitriol; it keeps coming back.
You've got to stop goading them, Roger. That's Stop going on the anti-vaxxers pages going, vaccine's amazing. And then following it up on the vaccine pages going, vaccine's not ready yet. Fuck it all.
Shall we move on to our final round?
Yes.
No, not that. No, that'd be sad.
We can make it last ages.
The final round of our Christmas show. And also, this is the last show of 2020.
You're not doing a New Year show, Roger?
I am doing a New Year show on New
On
Year's
New Year's Day.
Right, but I'm not doing a Christmas Day show. Terrible into
Then it'll be 4 households.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 3 of you could meet in the same house.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's run the titles for the last round.
I predict a riot!
I'm disappointed that Katie's got that gig. You know, I mean, I tried very hard in my audition. I mean,
the more I see, the more I feel like I've contributed an awful lot to this. So I take
yeah, more
back
than Roger.
I take back my offer to keep hold of any income because I think I've got shares
yeah.
in Blue Suede News.
Yeah. You're going to be a
So,
co-presenter in the new year, I bet you.
Now, I actually think Kate will be auditioning for Snow White next year.
I've got the wrong
I'm
hair
not doing
colour.
that one.
As what? Her hair's the wrong shade of black.
Yeah, she could be the evil queen.
To be fair, I mean, it's a roll up from the men I usually play.
Or you could play Dopey.
I'm good at that. I wouldn't have to act so much.
I know. I mean, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to. I was waiting for you to say it.
You play with men regularly, do you?
Is this yours, George?
No, mine's much longer.
That's the worst game of rock, paper, scissors I've seen.
So,
Yes, you too.
We can't do one for paper.
You're meant
Very
to do it at the
mature.
same time. Shall I count to three? And you can all three of you can play rock, paper, scissors and see who wins. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3.
Live long and prosper.
I didn't. That
Rock
was
on.
like.
It was a draw. It was a draw. But I wasn't going to award any points because points on this show mean.
Fuck off!
Fuck
I
off!
won that one. I won.
All right, we're on to the final round. And I'm going to ask each of our panelists to make a prediction about 2021, which isn't that far away. So the prediction can be somebody dying. It can be an event happening, an event not happening, or whatever prediction they want to make. Okay. Now, I have in advance been given a prediction by Alex Lean. And he wants me to add... mine's gone blank. Apollo Grady.
That's a weird thing for him to
add.
write.
Just Paul O'Grady.
To the Blue Suede News Deadpool.
Oh.
Paul O'Grady. Alex.
That
Can we add
actually,
Alex?
that feels a bit uncomfortable. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Let's move on to Katie. Do you
Oh,
have a prediction, Katie?
Who have I already picked? Donald Trump was going to be assassinated. Prince Philip
Yeah.
was already done. The Queen, I said.
The Queen was already done. You said Donald Trump was going to prison as well.
Oh, okay. So, Melania Trump is going to escape.
Escape what, Katie?
Whatever is going on right now to the motherland.
Okay.
I've left
Let's-
it general.
I see what you've done there.
General Flynn. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, Katie has done like one of those predictions you had in... who was that great prediction thing? where
Mystic
you
Meg.
read them?
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Oh,
Where
not
you
Mystic
read them,
Meg
they-
then.
They don't make sense, but you wait for
Wrong
an event
shade
to
of black.
happen that matches a prediction. You say, oh, it
A
must be that one.
builder.
It's a bit weird that Nostradamus didn't write anything about coronavirus, isn't it?
So,
That Frenchman.
Didn't he think it was already done now, though? Didn't he think the end of the world was like 2012? So
No,
there's no
they
point.
were the
Yeah.
Mayans. They were the Mayans that
I thought
have their new
everybody did.
calendar.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying we didn't die in 2012?
Do you think this is purgatory?
This is not
It's like
an
Lost.
episode of Lost.
This is like the last 4 years, no, 8 years have just been lost.
Yeah, being a glitch.
We're
Be like
in-
some
we're
Black
in
Mirror shit.
purgatory.
well, let's go to George Copen for his prediction.
I'm gonna add to the dead list or whatever you're calling it. I'm gonna add Louis
Deadpool.
Walsh.
Louis
Walsh.
Walsh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
See, that's all right. You can kill him off. Paul O'Grady still feels a bit wrong. You've
Okay.
met Paul O'Grady, haven't you?
Yeah, I
mean,
have. Yeah.
You've met everybody. Have you met Biggins?
No, I've not met Biggins yet.
I want to
No.
meet Biggins. If
No,
you meet Biggins, can I
was
come
at
with
the
you?
same party at Biggins, but he was in a different room. I was on the dance floor. He wasn't, so I never saw
Were you
him.
hammering that drum?
And the ladies. Do
I've seen Biggins when I was a child.
you want to talk about it, Roger?
Do we need the bear?
Yeah.
Where on the bear?
Remember, we are
Actually,
going to be going live.
George, you won't remember this, but when Sky first started, there was also
Safari so goody.
there was another satellite company as well with Square Eels.
British
British Satellite Broadcasting and Sky. And British Satellite Broadcasting, BSB, had Square Eels, where Sky had dishes. And it was a bit like the old Betamax and VHS time, where which one do you go with? And at the time, they were all making their own programs, they had their own TV channels. And I went to see one of the first BSB programs being made. It was called Wife of the Week. It was like a little quiz show that was hosted by Christopher Biggins, and imagine the Generation game made to an Aldi budget.
So the Generation game.
And it's called the Wife of the Week.
I'm
And
surprised
so
it's not
Chris-
around on this. Not the name
I
around on this
watched-
show.
They would record the whole week in one day, and I was in the afternoon one where they recorded 3 shows. So they recorded 2 shows in the morning, which I didn't see, and we went in for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday show, and there was Christopher Biggins hosting it. So that's my Christopher Biggins story.
Watch the women weep on Wife of the Week.
With Christopher Biggins. Were you
Widow
standard?
Wanky. Widow Wanky, can we have your prediction, please?
Yes, I think Canada, not Canada, what's the other one?
America?
Spain?
No. California will secede from the rest of America, and there will be a massive civil war within 12 months, where basically it will be a genuine civil war.
Between California and the rest of America.
What? California's already threatened to leave the rest of America already once before.
Has it?
Yeah, plenty of
I didn't know
times.
that. I did not know that.
Is that
I
like
think they're like
Scotland
that.
threatening to leave England? Yeah.
No, it's a bit like Korea threatening to leave Japan because it was under Japan rule many years ago. Of course, you're probably thinking about the islands of Sakhalin, which actually belongs to Russia. That's what you're thinking, Katie, I can tell. But no, this is going to be completely different. California will secede from the United States of America.
And on that note, we have reached the end of the show.
Oh.
Ah.
That's a shame. Let's
So-
look forward to 2021.
I would like to thank my guests, George Coppen, Widow
Like
Wanky,
it's you're
and
not.
Katie Does Comedy. And I'm going to come to each of you if you want to plug anything. So let's go to George first. Are you up to anything at the moment, George, or is it just
Any
no work
pantos
at
or
all
anything,
for
George?
time season?
You can catch
Got
me
any
on
drums to bang
Only in
this
private.
morning?
Stop taking my airtime, Katie.
Sorry.
You can catch me on Facebook at George Coppen, actor and comedian, and you can catch me on Instagram at Coppen1412. And last thing to plug, it's a plug.
It's always
Let's
funny.
go to Widow Wanky. Have you got anything you'd like to plug?
No.
So you're not on any stream shows coming up this weekend?
PayPal.me/Roger Poulter. PayPal.me/Roger Poulter. Simple as that. Put your money in there. Plonk it in.
Okay.
Give us your Christmas
What?
bonus.
What was your question, sorry, Roger?
You're not on any other shows then, or anything like that. So
No.
You're not doing awkward questions, are you?
Oh, I'm not. I'm not.
oh, you're not. So we better not
No,
mention anything
Widow,
else about it.
Widow Wanky isn't.
Right. Okay.
And
So
neither
Widow
is Al
Wanky
Grant.
Isn't doing awkward question time on Sunday.
It's cocaine.
No,
No.
we won't guess anymore. It's a surprise.
It might. Is it Spaniel lacrosse? No, it's not Spaniel lacrosse either.
Is it Christopher
The
Biggins?
world's
isn't.
only organic torturer.
And Katie, have you got anything you'd like to plug?
Come on,
No.
Katie, what you got to plug? Come on, what are you throwing in? What are you knitting? You got anything to knit, Katie? You knit anything? What are your family parties? You did any of that?
Yeah, but George, it's only funny because you've actually done stuff. I've done fuck all.
No, you said you're doing a family party.
Points make praise.
Oh,
no, they
yeah,
don't.
but people can't come to that. I'm not plugging it. Any dodgy folk watching want to watch a live stream of my children playing games. You can't.
Does that include Widow Wanky?
Definitely not Widow Wanky. But I do just want to wish everybody a happy Christmas, and I hope you manage with your in-laws that you really thought you'd got away without seeing. But now you've got to. So enjoy.
So, as I said, this is the last show of 2020. So we'll see you in the new year.
Merry Christmas.
We wish you all a happy Christmas and an amazing new year from all of us on Blue Suede News. Thank you very much. Thank you to my guests, and see you in the new year.
See ya.